Hello Internet! Welcome to The Cost Of, a show where I count damages done to your favorite shows by your favorite heroes. Up this week, Avatar: The Last Airbender. We will be calculating prices in USD, as well as yen given the Fire Nation's inspiration from Japan, and yuan given the Earth Kingdom's inspiration from China, as well as in world currencies, which we found a copper piece to be worth $1 and a gold piece to be worth $20. Lastly, in order for something to qualify for our list, it has to directly cost someone money. So that either means it being destroyed, stolen, or given to someone else. Ready? Let's crunch the numbers. 60 ounces of jasmine tea, assuming 1 bag per cup, $12.32. Roast duck, $20. 1 rocket flare, $41. Speaking from experience, rope long enough to restrain someone's hands is $3.80. A 2.5 by 8 foot custom cloth banner is $76.94. The self-inflicted hull repairs to Zuko's battleship is $2,500,000. This features the $12.32 worth of jasmine tea from earlier, as well as now $60 for the 60-ounce teapot, as well as a vintage Thai Ming style side table, which costs $300. I should also mention that the full listing of how I got these prices is in the Google Doc linked below. Now, however, we need enough rope to restrain an entire person, which would cost exactly $13.68. This fisherman catches 6 red snappers. Multiplying by the average slaughter weight, we get that this would carry a premium of $1,440. Okay, next up we've got Aang's Feast. He eats 5 sesame balls, 8 steamed sponge cakes, 5 red bean buns, 4 pineapple buns, 2 pumpkin cakes, and 8 sweet soup balls. Now, we can't really identify the rest of the items on the table, but we can get the ingredient cost by comparing to traditional Chinese dessert recipes. So that would mean that they need active dry yeast, white sugar, all-purpose flour, salt, and vegetable oil. Here we can see the repair job Katara did to Sokka's pants. Given no change in coloring in the thread, we can assume that she only used 1 spool, so we will only add $4 to our total. Katara's groceries consist of 1 bok choy, 3 eggplants, 2 cucumbers, and 3 in-shell macadamia nuts. This scene cost $620 in panels, $320 in vertical beams, $288 in horizontal beams, and $434 in broken planks. When Zuko goes through this wall, he breaks 6 boards, 4 support beams, and a sheet of plywood. That is $108 in boards, $166 in plywood, $16 in vertical beams, and $24 in horizontal beams. Paint to repair this statue would cost $32. A total 61 cabbages get destroyed in this scene, adding up to a total $183 in damages, plus $150 for the cart itself. 48 Chinese-style glazed roof shingles for $129.60. 2 meters of stone banister, $100. 16 pie pumpkins, $40. Stone cart, $175. 74 glazed shingles, $199.80. 2 Japanese shoji windows, $600. 1 tall Greek terracotta vase, $80. They break 31.42 square feet of rock wall. 1 tall Greek terracotta vase, $80. King Boomy's feast contains 3 chicken legs, 1 pig head, 2 Alaskan salmon, 5 almond cookies, 13 steamed sponge cakes, 3 jumbo shrimp, 2 ducks, 3 lo mai chi, Chinese egg pudding, 2 bowls of rice, and my Lego. Katara eats 1 lychee nut, Appa eats a square bale of hay, Katara drops her pot, and Aang finds the climate crisis solution that we always should have been using. Throw all of our innocent military draftees and pollutants into the ocean! And so then we steal 4 of their ships so that they have no hope of returning to land! From this shot, we can see that 3 vertical support beams, 1 center beam, and 20 boards were destroyed. A set of heavy iron shackles, 1 fireball, 21 more fireballs, crippling engine damage, 21 more fireballs, 22 more fireballs. Hey, read my Google Doc if you want to learn how to make rudimentary C4, because here we've got Sokka's explosive powder, 2 20-foot anchor chains. This tower is modeled after a traditional Japanese pagoda. Given the age of most pagodas in Japan, however, they don't keep records of how much it cost to make them at the time. This took lots of complex math that I'm not going to detail right now. However, what I can tell you we did was we got the materials cost for the walls and floors of the building. In this scene, Aang practices away 1 sleeping bag mat, a leather water canteen, a sack bag, and 1 regulation military food food container. Even more cabbage. Another 3-foot section of rope. 2 more 3-foot sections of rope. Sail patching needed due to Momo and the parrot's sharp tootsies. 1 custom carved Paisho tile. 5 wood shafted broad-tipped arrows. 2 broadswords that you can use with just one hand. Fun fact that I learned while researching this, the original C4 is called blasting gelatin, just like the blasting jelly in the show. It was also a plastic explosive and was made of collodion, nitroglycerin, wood pulp, and saltpetre. Yes, before you ask, I am on a few watch lists now. A stolen dagger, and a 4-barrel cart of blasting jelly. Aang breaks his priceless handmade glider, a fire arrow gets launched, the dam gets blown. The town gets flooded, shockingly only receiving minor damages. In this shot, we see Aang waste 1 egg custard tart, 4 white turnips, 2 fish, 2 lamb legs, 1 whole fish, 1 bread loaf, 1 duck, 19 bread rolls, a pound of cheese, a pear, and 2 round cut meats. Zuko's military balcony gets destroyed, 1 classic Luger-styled sailboat, 11 broad-headed arrows, 1 destroyed scouting tree hut, 70 shot broadhead arrows, 1 pair of heavy chain leg and hand restraints, 1 S-curve bladed dagger, and a wood signaling horn, 1 30-foot climbing rope, 2 broad-headed spears, 4 broad-headed spears, 1 27-foot and 8-inch ladder, 1 last arrow, 1 fishing line, Aunt Wu's bean curd puffs, just a bunch of bones, 4 gravestones, 4 boards, 32 drinks on her, 1 heavy wooden door, 1,541 square feet of wall, a 6x4 section of broken tiles, 24 more broken tiles, 16 square feet of broken tile, a bunch of glazed tiles fall on Sokka, sections of broken roof, a large well covering made of wood, an absolute tonnage of perfume, 1 smoke grenade, a bomb and a bunch of fireworks, 3 spears, 3 pocket trawler style ships. They destroy the superior siege weapon, the trebuchet. They drop 15 slime bombs in this scene alone. The whole battle cost 2 tanks, a whole lot of slime, and 1 hot air balloon. Here we have the water tribe feast. Here we see 2 barrels of blasting jelly, as well as the ship exploding. 60 ounces of jasmine tea, 1 pot of ink, 8 fireballs. Aang destroys 5 trebuchets and 1 ship. 14 more fireballs. 6 more fireballs. Aang takes out a dozen Fire Navy ships. Zuko steals a kayak. 4 fireballs. In this scene, we see the destruction of 3 fireballs, 2 tanks, 1 trebuchet, and 1 battleship. And now it is finally time to move on to season 2. This isn't my favorite season, that's season 3, but it definitely has some of my favorite episodes. So let's start counting it up. First up, we have the Earth Kingdom launching 10 firework mortars into the air. The fun fact here is China is actually known for their high caffeine tea. A wall modeled after a traditional Chinese moon gate. 39 of these rhinestones get thrown during this fight. Another poor spear meets an untimely end. In this scene, they destroy 252,856 square feet worth of stone out of the wall and floor. Here, Zuko and Iroh cut off their hair braids. Here, there are 14 fireballs launched. They burn 5 tall beeswax candles. They eat 3 green jalapenos, 2 white turnips, 1 roast duck, and 4 bowls of Ho Fun noodles. Zuko gets damned to hell and steals an ostrich horse. 1 sewer plate made of galvanized steel. May throws 18 bow shurikens. Aang destroys 4 10-tier rafters, 1 Happo shuriken. Here they're eating long grain white rice, cinnamon sticks, star anise pods, fennel seeds, Sichuan peppercorns, cayenne peppers, and lastly, some sweet paprika. Aang breaks this docking chain, 1 whole pound of lychee nuts, 175 pounds of lychee nuts, 1 regulation aerial acrobatics net. My research showed that all counterweight systems that use rope this thick uses 100-foot sections. May throws 5 Hapo shurikens, a 100-foot grade 100 alloy suspension chain. Ong destroys 3 wooden overhangs, 1 bow shuriken, 1 last Hapo shuriken, 40 square feet of destroyed track, and 1 destroyed cart. Momo throws away Katara's stitching and Sokka's pants. Zuko steals a set of twin broadswords. 3 fire arrows get fired. 1 stick of dynamite. This is actually a really neat shot because this is the first time we ever see the interior of Sokka and Katara's sleeping bags. They start burning down 3 giant Mardi Gras-esque floats. Zuko steals 2 bun baskets as well as a gourd water jug. Zuko destroys the roof of this carriage and also frees the 2 ostrich horses. We see a bunch of items here, but the main piece is this one very nice tea set that we know Zuko stole. 1 smoke bomb, this sandstone statue. A rhino destroys this giant game wheel. 1 fire arrow. A bunch of bombs destroy this hay cart and awning. 5 dynamite. This guy gets blasted through a wood door. Lots of confetti and fireworks. We get a wide shot and can see a bunch of people with their bowls of unfried dough. Now Aang breaks a pot.
Hey West, are you up there? Yeah man, what's up? We finished editing, so 3 of us are heading out back to the falls. Alright, I'll be right there. Let me just finish this take.
They destroy 2 bushes. Given that they are the Beifongs, I'm assuming that they only drink specialty tea brands, so I'm gonna go with an 1837 TWG green tea. Here for the feast, they are eating 40 steamed custard buns, 2 high-quality red snappers, 10 almond cookies, 4 jumbo shrimp, 7 bowls of rice, 7 teas, and a total 1 pound of lychee nuts. A trailing pointed dagger, 2 broken boards, 1 egg, Zuko butchers an entire box of nails, a broken spear, the corner of the stone slab house, 4 bow shurikens, 6 more bow shurikens, 2 Hapo shurikens, a little bit of jasmine tea, 4 arrows, this poor bowstring, 1 stick of dynamite, this guy's bar gets broken, 2 tables, 3 wood block chairs and 2 short stools, 2 4-foot terracotta pots with soil and plants, 1 heavy reinforced wood door, 3 sand sailors, sea prune stew, another cabbage cart, 3 stolen passports, 1 fireball and 1 ship engine. They forcefully break the lock on this door. 3 ducks, 4 rice bowls, and 4 Ho Fun noodle bowls. 12 Hapo shurikens. 1 beam very reminiscent of those used to make skyscrapers. 5 destroyed houses and 1 large section of wall. Next, they destroy the drill itself. They get 2 cups of tea, some bird feed, a set of flint and steel, 16 orange sweet rolls, 1 table. Aang spills 21 bottles worth of champagne. Iroh buys a basket. The kids destroy 1 shoji style window as well as lose their ball. In this scene, the animals destroy 3 plates, 1 clothesline, and 4 cabbages. Sokka destroys this window frame. 1 cup of tea. They go out to dinner. Zuko burns a bunch of candles. Zuko loses all my respect for him by breaking his one true waifu's heart. 1 rope. 1 sand sailor. All of the group's equipment gets thrown out. You know, I'm beginning to think that ropes were the real victim of this series. 3 sleep darts. 2 heads of cabbage. 1 square bale of hay. Repairs to the circus tent canopy. Here we have 1 traditional Chinese lion's dance costume, as well as Appa's leg restraints. Another square bale of hay. 14 wood tiles. 4 Hapo shurikens, as well as 7 bow shurikens. Toph destroys this entire corner of the house. 1 scarecrow. 95 feet worth of docking chain. $130 for a pair of fine leather shoes, 1 finely made traditional ceramic mask, 10 flying stone discs, 10 stone discs get thrown in this scene, 2 absolutely massive stone statues, 1 grease-inspired brica jar, this entire room filled with rubble, these 2 massive temple-esque doors, 1 bowl of juke. We get this pan of Iroh's tea shop. We have Toph's destroyed prison cell, this kettle of tea, 2 shoji style wall panels, patching for this drywall, this 8x4 section of stone wall, 1 animal topiary, 1 reinforced metal door, 1 battleship that was stolen from the Fire Navy, 1 bread loaf. In this scene, 3 fireballs, 1 trebuchet, and 1 rock pile get destroyed, 1 custom 8x4 cloth banner. Aang destroys his glider on the island that Roku died. Maybe, I think it's implied, but I'm not entirely sure. They just steal a bunch of clothes, I guess. 1 short stool. This factory gets destroyed. 1 tall Greek terracotta vase. 2 headbands. 2 jet skis. 1 dock. This rice. Over the course of Sokka's training, he costs his master 1 ink painting, 1 acrylic painting, a sword, 17 bamboo trees, as well as a custom pie show tile and a little pouch. There's this volleyball and the volleyball net, 48 pieces of sushi. Okay, now yes, I can acknowledge that these characters are supposed to be super young, but they all act like they're in their 20s, and this is clearly meant to resemble a college party. Now, normally it would be hard to determine exactly what it is they're drinking, except the designers left a critical detail that makes it much, much easier. You see the oranges on the side of their cups? That is a smoking gun pointing me towards every college student's favorite basic cocktail, screwdrivers. 1 large Greek terracotta vase, 1 wood board that was used to lock this door, 1 large Greek terracotta vase, 1 long wood table, 1 Hapo shuriken, 5 hanging scroll paintings, and 2 chandeliers, 1 heavy wooden cage, this 2-wheel merchant cart. Why, call me an old Nickelodeon game show, cause there's this hole in the wall, 1 head of cabbage. We have this lovely dinner consisting of sea prune stew, raw seaweed, and 8 bread rolls. Among various offerings, the only one Zuko accepts is this warm towel. 1 jelly tart for the lady. Aang finally gets himself a new glider. 1 bowl of rice. Next, we have 5 submarines, 2 more bowls of rice, 20 walnuts, the material cost for this whole breach, even more dummy thick docking chains, 6 torpedoes, 3 heavy gates, 12 ballista bolts, 2 fireballs, 2 ballista bolts. Just a quick warning, we're going to be going pretty fast here. There was a whole lot of artillery fired in this episode. So, we've got 2 more ballista bolts, 2 more fireballs, a crunched watchtower, a crunched tank, another ballista bolt, 2 more tanks, 1 more tank, 2 more tanks, 1 more tank, another destroyed watchtower, 6 mini fireballs, a spear, another ballista bolt, and a truck, 2 tanks, 4 ballista bolts, 2 bombs, a watchtower, a board, a ballista itself, another watchtower, 2 more ballista bolts, 1 tank, 2 trucks, and 12 barrels of blasting jelly, 13 fireballs, 7 more fireballs, this big metal door, 3 watchtowers, 1 more watchtower, another big metal door, 1 large metal beam, 2 hot air balloons, the damage done to Iroh's prison, and finally, 101 bombs get dropped in the ending to this episode. Next, we have this room full of goop. This was actually probably my favorite part of this entire experience, because it was entirely fun to try and figure out exactly what this goop was from how it acted, as well as how to figure out the dimensions of the room to figure out exactly how much goop you could stuff in it. Next, we have the hot air balloon, some paper for this boat, an isolation unit, a ballista bolt, a broken lever, some handcuffs, and 19 Hapo shurikens. Here, there's 11 bombs, 1 pot of spilt ink, 4 bowls of sea prune stew, rope and 4 fruits, 1 5-shelf dresser, this 6-foot section of wall and railing, these 4 cups and 1 plate, 1 destroyed table in the background, this section of wall which we actually got the price for by looking at the section of the Great Wall of China which is currently being remodeled, Boomy's complete destruction of Omashu, Toph's complete destruction on the airship including a door, a a floor, a pipe, 2 panels, a cockpit window, and now we're finally to Ba Sing Se, where they blow a giant hole in the wall, destroy 8 spears, toast 14 tanks. Azula breaks her mirror in probably the best scene in any animated show ever. They destroy a total 7 Fire Nation blimps, 1 metal hatch, 3 more airships, 6 tanks in this pile up, and 1 last billboard size banner. Whew, we did it. This was amazing. This took forever. I used every second of this month to do this, but I think it came out super good. I'm super excited for you all to see this. And remember, it's not a theory. That's a fact. And remember, everyone, that was the cost of. Thanks for watching. See you and I'll see you next time. Mwah. I don't know. End card. Roll the end card.